Hey guys, it's Luke from Rebel Reviews. I'm here to do a review for the Smove image stabilization, video stabilization system. I got it a couple of days ago and did an unboxing that I'm posting, and this is me after using it for two or three days. And I wanted to just say I'm not too impressed by it, which is disappointing because I really felt like it was going to be something that I could really use. Maybe that will change in time if I keep using it and learn more about it. But the things that I wanted to touch on here are, one is I have an iPhone 6s Plus, so this is a little difficult to get in the brackets here. And it's not impossible, and you can do it. I mean, you really just have to use both hands, and of course this isn't the case, and I've tried it without the case too, and it's just as difficult. But you have to really use two hands and slide it in there. And then if that's not hard enough, you also have to make sure it's balanced for the Smove to operate correctly or properly. So you have to make sure that, like, you know, it's angled, see, that's not balanced enough. It has to be too far to the left, too far. So you can kind of see this is kind of a difficult process. And then of course, getting it off is just as hard. And I'm pretty sure after me using this a couple of times, so there's little rubber, and I'll show you here. There's little rubber like grips right here that keep the iPhone in place. I'm pretty certain I'm going to pull that off because most of these things in technology are just held on by super glue. I could be wrong, but I feel like it's just a matter of time before that happens. The other thing that I was really disappointed in is it doesn't come with a way to charge your phone easily if you have an iPhone, which was disappointing because I feel like most people have iPhones, but maybe I'm a little wrong on that. I mean, I know it's pretty 50-50 now. But anyway, it comes with this USB or mini USB adapter. So you right out of the gate have to buy another adapter in order to use it with your phone and have it charged with a battery at the same time. So that's kind of disappointing. I feel like they could have just added that in at pretty much no cost or little cost to them, and it would have made the experience a lot better. Another thing that I didn't like about it is that it's not it's not flush. Like when you fold it up, and it's not something that's really like. I really wish it was somehow like, even if it was a little bigger, I wish it was just really like, it feels clanky. Like you can see here, like I've got it sitting there, but it's gonna move if I shake it. You see, I don't really know, that doesn't really feel right to me. Then you also have to stabilize it or calibrate the thing, and then when you calibrate it, you're supposed to set it like this, and that just seems weird because it's not even flat. Like, I just don't understand that. One thing I did like, it's not all bad, one thing I did like is they do give you the ability to plug in a standard USB port here and charge the phone if you have your regular iPhone charger, but the cable is really long a lot of the times, and it gets in the way, and it's just not ideal. Let's see, another thing is that just using it, general use is not the clearest. The instructions that come with it are pretty limited in what they tell you to do. There's a lot of people online that are talking about how to use this thing. It just doesn't seem that they really thought it through when they gave a user's guide. I mean, it's like 5 or 6 pages, I feel like. But one thing that I noticed is that I'll get it set up and it will start vibrating, and it's because it's not pushed back and it's not balanced just enough. And I don't even know that it tells you. I can't recall it saying in the manual. Maybe it does, but that was kind of a little bit of a bummer, and it felt like it really just didn't work as well as it could have. Another thing is they don't really talk about the Bluetooth installation. Apparently, if you have the app on your phone, it will automatically connect to your Bluetooth. I didn't know that, so I was looking for like 30 minutes to an hour on how to connect Bluetooth to your phone from the Smove. It does it automatically through the app. The app is a whole other story. The app does have some nice features, but it leaves a lot of room for improvement. And I know this is a relatively new product, but it really feels like it's like a beta version of the software that they have that you're supposed to use to record with it. I end up using the actual video recorder that the iPhone comes with instead. Another thing is today when I was using it, I was in the sunlight and the face tracking would not pick up my face. It just, the direct sunlight on my face somehow confused it, and it wouldn't find where I was. I'd move and it'd get in the shade and it'd finally find me, but then I'd walk over to the sunlight and it would not find me. And all the reviews and stuff that you see and all the people using it, I feel like are in the perfect prime condition for filming. So if you're going to do any filming, in a really dark area or a really light area, I don't know that I would expect it to work as well as it does in really well lit conditions, but not overly lit. Trying to think of what else. Oh, and then here's another thing. So there are memory modes here. So I don't know if you can see, but there's like an M1. Let me focus this here. There's like an M1 and M2 here that it's like a memory mode. And what that does is if you put it, what it's supposed to do at least, or what I imagine it's supposed to do is you can put it in a certain position and press and hold it, and it will remember that place, and then you can recall it like sort of like a car seat. You know, when you're in an electric car, a car seat, and it will remember where your sitting position is. There's no instruction on how to do that, so I don't really know that that's really going to work the way that I think. I'm hoping it does. Another thing that I didn't like about it is the zoom. Yeah, it does zoom, but it's not a smooth zoom. It's a choppy zoom. Maybe that's just because I have the iPhone 6s and it's just not the best processor, but it just really didn't seem to make it as smooth as I wanted. It jumps and jumps again, and it's really not something that I would really use when I was trying to film something for people to watch. That was another thing. It's not really clear, like, so there's these buttons down here to record, and let me show you this. There's these buttons here that show you how to record and press to take photos. Really not clear on how that works. And really and truly, the thing that I have found overall in just the 2 days that I think goes unspoken is you cannot use this like the camera is the centerpiece or the place where you want to record from. And I know I'm not explaining that well, but I'll show you what I mean. So let me put this in here. Once I figured this little bit out, it was definitely a little bit nicer to use. But let's just say I had this going, right? All right, so it's filming. Well, if I start moving the camera around, right, it doesn't really do what I want. It sort of, it just kind of does its own thing and it makes the video look weird. Well, what I figured out is you're not supposed to aim the camera at what you want to record. You're supposed to aim the Smove at what you want to record. And then the camera will slowly pan over or up or down to the thing that you want to actually record. And so without knowing that, I'm trying to move it, the camera at least, trying to move the view, and then the Smove will move it a different direction. And it's because of the way that I'm pointing this thing. So I'm guessing there's some gyro sensors in here that assist in balancing and moving the frame where you'd want. That was really nice to know. So when you're filming, just remember you almost need to point the Smove at what you're filming, not the camera. Another thing that I thought was kind of interesting is that they have an adapter or a screw for the tripod in here. That's nice, but that's another thing that they could have included for like $10 or something. I would have been willing to pay that to make that a little bit easier to use. I haven't used it with one yet, so I'm not really sure how much it adds or doesn't add. Let me see what else I was going to say. I think that's really about it. I have yet to make a video that I really was proud of with this thing, so I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm hoping that the next version that they come out with will be a much better version, or maybe they can do some software updates that will make this nicer. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of give my review so you guys can kind of set expectations and know what you're getting into before you buy it. So if you have any questions, comments, let me know. I appreciate it, and as always, we'll see you at the next review. Thanks.